Hello, hello.
Hello. I was gonna say good morning, but it's not morning.
It's
How you
morning
guys
still.
doing on this fine evening? Um, let's get into some Hexagon TTRPG.
Yeah.
Tonight we'll be playing a little bit of Aglarond High with all our well high schoolers technically, and their shenanigans. So a little recap as the last time not everyone was here. You had all started the second year, and in this second year of your schooling, you're learning to develop and reach that potential you all have hidden inside you. You were tasked to find mentors in your uh, teachers, in those close to you, just people that you could learn from to further your goals. And so for that, you each went out and found somebody that you felt you could learn from. And on that first day, you spoke to them, and they all gave you different tasks with which they asked you to accomplish and get back to them. But for most of those tasks, it involved a trip back to the library. And the last time you were at the library, you had unfortunately been banned due to reasons known to the librarian, and maybe not to yourselves as of yet, but the unfortunate lack of care seen by her in your actions towards your own lives. However, coming back to the library this time, she gave you a second chance to prove to her that you could, in fact, check your surroundings. You could go into a situation with care and make sure that you weren't too reckless with your own lives and those of your fellow party members. And so you went to close yet another door that had opened in the library. Through this door, you found yourselves in a cave with two paths open before you. You went down one and found a nest with two large lizard like creatures, blue scaled, and kind of 12 different pairs of limbs along their serpentine bodies, with sharp, jagged teeth filling their mouths and crackling blue energy arcing out every now and then. They seem to be circling an empty nest. After a little bit of a tussle with them, they realized after a little bit of prompting from their supervising fourth years, Vith and Orr, who had accompanied them to make sure that they had done what the librarian asked, that there was something missing in the situation, something that wasn't there. An empty nest led them to believe that potentially something had been stolen from these two creatures. So they retreated and went down the second path, where they found a camp of goblins over which they had a little egg that was on a bonfire, with 12 goblins surrounding this bonfire, kind of chanting and waiting for what was presumably their supper. Arabella, with a flare of her magical capabilities, hypnotized most of them. Dan uh, unceremoniously uh, kicked the other across the cavern room, and they acquired that egg and brought it back to the lizards. Once that had happened, they were pulled from that realm and back to the library, where they saw the door itself sealed as if it had never been there. And that is where we pick back up with all our fellow party members. How do you all feel after having completed your task?
How do we feel?
Should I say it?
Go ahead.
Feeling pretty atomic, baby.
Was I canonically there, or was I like
You were,
standing guard or
yes.
something? Okay.
Yeah.
No, actually, the situation was pretty dire.
Well,
Arabella's still shaken up about being mostly killed, so
yeah.
What?
yeah, Arabella almost died.
She got fried.
Legit died?
Like
Yeah.
legit, like failings. I mean, saving throws.
Yeah, a natural one on the first one
That's
didn't
It was a
bode
good time.
well.
and it was like 60 damage or something, and you died even though it went through me first or something like that.
Point is, we still here, so I think Arabella's just gonna be quiet. She's thankful this is over. She said we should have talked to them in the first place, and we fought. I think she's angry. She's probably, honestly, she's probably glowing, not in like happy and normal hot Arabella status, glowing red and anger and emotions, and probably just really quiet about it.
Well, you know Ren's not going to let that stand. Everybody?
Karl is ashamed. He's feeling shame, and because he knows that they did actually speak Draconic in the end, but he didn't even think to try to talk to them. So he's just going to be quiet about that.
So I think Ren is just like, everybody, I think we need to take a moment to have a bit of a post-mortem on our approach to said situation. I'll go first. I was very quiet during the entire encounter, and I probably didn't add much in the way of strategies, as I usually would have. I think that the pressure of not messing up and getting banned from the library again may have gotten to me a little bit.
That's okay.
You had the time to clear your head?
Well, since we almost messed up worse than that time we fought a demon, I feel worse. And I look around. I look at Arabella, who's obviously angry. Arabella, would you like to share your feelings with the group?
I think she's just gonna give a very knowing glare. Like this, you should take the hint. She doesn't want to talk. We did it. We were successful, and the librarian should let us back into the library, and that's it. And I think she's gonna make every effort not to meet Orenvith's eyes in that
Okay.
in her little statement.
So Aura and Vith are kind of just standing there quietly and letting you all process what just happened, and giving you your time.
All right. Now let's hear from Dan.
What am I saying?
We're doing a post-mortem. That's what when they examine dead bodies after they've been killed, see what happened. So,
Wait, you want me to go get the goblin?
no, I want you to search your feelings. Tell us how you felt about that whole portal closing situation.
I think it was pretty good. I mean, as a team, it was pretty bad, but I did a pretty A-okay job. A is for atomic, by the way.
All right. Zola?
Really don't know what to say. I guess at least we stuck together, but we're still missing something clearly as a group. We missed the hints that were obvious to these two, and like point to Vith and Or, but to us, we just saw danger and we kind of just ran in to defeat it. Doesn't feel good to know that that's how.
Interesting. That's two think we did a great job, and two think that we didn't do that great a job. Karl, you're the tiebreaker.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Hmm?
They speak it. The Draconic.
I like think back to what happened. Oh,
Karl is just like sobbing. I know. They speak Draconic. They shouted at me when we left. I didn't even think. And then I'll turn to Arabella and I'll be like, I'm sorry. I didn't mean for you to get zapped like me.
She's gonna put her hand on his shoulder and just be like, I chose it. It's okay. Not your fault. At least we got through it. And then she's just gonna take her hand off. And I think in this moment, I don't know, she's not actually doing it, but I think she's contemplating just using an intense amount of just like cure wounds on her skin that's definitely like still like fiery and probably scarred, and like you can tell that she's just very self-conscious about what she looks like right now.
Well, there's a lot of good notes, a lot of good things. I think that looking back through my memory library down in the archives, there's been one main issue that our party has faced all along. And it's our backliners are always getting hit. Arabella's always getting pounded on when she shouldn't
What?
be pounded.
Don't like that word, okay?
Zapped,
Thank you.
lacerated, burned, scarred,
Oh, all
beaten
right.
half to death.
Injured.
Okay,
That's
Ren.
the word I was
Thank
looking for.
you.
And the same with Zola.
well, I just don't say anything, actually.
So I think that it's up to me, Dan, and Karl to be really, I think, drawing enemy fire towards us.
Jesus Christ, how much more can I do?
We gotta like taunt them, and maybe the backliners have to be a little further away. We gotta be in between the attackers.
I think these two need to eat more shreddies.
Maybe that's something that we might have to do. We might have to get some sort of protections.
I might need to eat, what is it, carrots? I don't know.
Carrots for
What makes you think better? You must have been eating a lot of it, Zola.
and just eat a balanced diet.
What are you balancing on? The trash can lid?
No, but I guess that's a good thing to think of. We just need to be more well balanced.
Formation, distance.
Yeah, and I have been working on figuring out some spells that I can use just in case somebody, this time his range was really long. We were the furthest back of the party, and he still was able to hit one of us, or she, or whatever that thing was. But I have spells that can help me in that situation, so maybe Arabella can stay behind me this time. But I try and like be a little positive because I know I'm gonna piss her off by saying this again. And then so that way I can practice those spells, and Arabella can have my back with her healing just in case. I like look at Arabella out of the corner of my eye
I
to
think
see
she's
if
just
you're, like,
crossing her arms, like she's right. She knows you're right, but she doesn't want to admit it. So she's just crossing her arms, all pouty.
All right.
I appreciate you jumping in front of me. That was really kind of you, really brave.
Well, also, I just want to put it out there. We have Karl, who can take a beating. And we have Dan, who's
I like
lightning quick.
pounding. You can say pounding for me.
All right. He likes to get pounded. And then we got Dan, lightning quick, apprentice to top-notch monk, in and out. So maybe with 2 upfront liners, I should stay back a little bit. And that way I can defend, right? And use like a crossbow or something from far. Maybe give some directions. And in that way, that at least is one more beefy boy between, us and the girls. Or spellcasters.
Sounds good to me.
And Ori is also, I think, kind of a mid-range. When Ori's around.
Ori's pretty squishy.
Yeah, but they have some movement magic. I remember some winds picking up and lightning things.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll look if there's anything to like just help us as a group. So like right before
Somebody
we
really
go
needs
in.
to learn this spell called haste.
Haste.
What's that?
I've never heard of that.
I don't know, but my centaur buddy, the one that remember when I know you guys don't like that, but remember when I whooped your bums?
Yeah. What
You
about
remember, okay?
There was a centaur. Fuck. What's his name? Stand-up guy. God damn it. Anyways, he would cast this thing on me. It was called haste.
I don't really
And then all of a
love
sudden,
it.
it was like I drank 23 liters of, Dr. Wizard.
Yeah, but how did you feel how did you feel when the fight was done?
I needed to nap.
Yeah. I could
Sounds pretty
try.
normal.
It's just I don't like that part of the spell. It scares me.
But you're doing it on me.
Yeah, but if someone stops you from doing something and then all of a sudden you're on the battlefield and you're really tired all of a sudden and it didn't even help you in the end because something went wrong.
If somebody what?
Well,
If somebody what?
like
No, never again.
and there you are.
Shit. Just clambering around the ceiling.
No, I don't guess.
All right. Well,
It's good.
I think that's enough reminiscing for now. I guess I'll turn to Vif and Aura. Well, I think I put it out to you two. You saw us go through that. You gave us some help.
Yeah, we weren't really supposed to help you guys out, so maybe we keep that between us. Fifth kind of says quietly to you guys, because
Is this a test?
yeah, it was a test, and we were just supposed to observe.
Wait, what if this is the test?
Is this a test?
She knows that we know that they helped, and she's gonna see if we're honest or not. I squint at them.
Can I roll insight on Vif?
Crack my knuckles.
Go for it.
Staring at the two of them.
Are we gonna fight them now?
We learned nothing. That's a 12.
Ooh. That's a 15, right? 19.
Carl's also gonna try.
Being truthful to the best of your knowledge, when she says that they weren't supposed to help, you believe her.
That's a 2.
She's lying through her teeth.
Oh no.
I just stare angrily.
All right. Well, then I suppose we'll have to move on.
Look, while you guys are here, I don't know if you need to look for anything, but we probably best head back. Or kind of looks around and says, it's time's a little bit weird when you go in and out of these doors. So, it's been a few hours at least. But again, The library doesn't really have any windows to the outside, so it's hard to tell.
Thanks for your help.
All right,
Hopefully it
let's
doesn't
go.
screw you guys over.
Like, I'll motion everyone to go forward, but I would like to kind of like touch Arabella on the shoulder and hold her back a second. And then I'll probably just like, you see me like go to grab a towel and then think better of it. And I will just undo my cloak of the genie and just like put it over your shoulders.
You know, she's like, you don't. Why? It's so.
And I just flip up the hood so that you can kind of be deep in a cowl. And I'll just walk away. I don't even say anything.
I think she'll smile to herself and adjust accordingly, and then just follow behind in her new attire.
Wow. They just gave up a magic item.
I mean, she's not going to keep it.
We'll see.
And so, potentially a quieter and more introspective journey back towards the entrance of the library is had as you all kind of sit with your own feelings of how it went down, if you voiced them or not. And you get to the entrance. The doors are still cracked open, and you see at this point that night has fallen.
Didn't feel like that long.
Yeah.
Yep, no more than 6 seconds.
As I said, time is kind of weird in these places. But yeah, give me a second, and you see Orr goes and grabs a piece of paper, writes something down, and he kind of tosses it into the air. He kind of folds into a little bird and flies off. And within a few minutes, there's kind of just like a little like, and the librarian is standing behind you. Says, "So I've heard that you've closed the door. Now, tell me, how do you think you've done? Do you deserve your readmittance to the library?"
Is she looking at anyone specifically?
She's looking at you each in turn.
Okay.
Like, as she speaks, she's kind of glancing at each of you. No particular emphasis on anyone, but the weight of her gaze settles on each of you individually as she speaks.
I'll try to make eye contact with people.
Okay.
Because like Ren's gonna like try and step forward.
Okay. Vith is going to speak up and say, they did quite well, honestly. They definitely took a bit of time to notice their situation, but they got there in the end, and they worked together as a group. Sure, they might have some rough edges to polish, but they just became second years. They have much to learn, and this is a great place to do so. And then she's going to kind of step back as the librarian kind of glances at her and like raises her eyebrows. Like Vith kind of like turns like face down and like steps back.
I like struggle to suppress a smile at the kind words of Vith, and I think all I say is that we are humbled by those words, and I think humbled by the gratitude and gratefulness that we have towards this experience. I think that all of us agree that we have a lot to learn, and that we are by no means experts, and that you are right to treat us as such, and we will treat it in turn as a learning experience. Madam. And I kind of just, I guess, wait for her judgment. Step back.
She regards you all kind of solemnly. Says, I don't mean to deny you your progress and your prowess. I just don't want to see wasted potential in deaths that could have been avoided. But I do believe with your current experiences, you know well the weight of seeing someone fall. And I hope you will take that into consideration as you go further in your journey to become the adventurers you will become. You will be permitted back into the library.
Yeah.
Kind of smiles a little bit at that.
Give Zola a pat on the
But
shoulder.
then it's like a second of a flicker of a grin, and then she's back to her solemn visage and says, but you will be careful for each other and your fellow schoolmates. That is an unbreakable condition. Am I clear?
Yes.
Arabella's
All
gonna
right.
curtsy in her cowl.
Well,
Doing
I
a
have
very
some work
bad
to do.
salute, trying to mimic.
Is it up here? Is it actually up here?
Yeah, it's like behind. Well, he's like an alligator like face, so it's
Right.
like behind his eyes.
Right. So I have some work to do.
Or Elven salute like this. I don't know.
I've
You
said
tell me.
all I need to say. Have yourselves a good evening. And she turns and walks off into the library.
Ren stays there until she says dismissed, and then she never says it and just walks away.
When she turns on her heel, it's like, oh.
Well, that's good, right, guys? Or kind of like comes in like almost conspiratorially and it's like whispers to you as she like walks further away. That's
Give him a little shoulder massage. It's great.
Wait, who are you giving a shoulder massage to?
Or
Oh, okay.
just like come up behind him, like, yeah. Ding, 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 ding.
Oh, thanks. Oh, right there. Yeah, no. Oh, good. All right. Anyways, so you're welcome to stay and peruse, but congrats, guys.
Question for the DM. Did I find the book?
You didn't look for it yet. No one's taken the time to look around the library. You came into the library and set off to prove yourself to the librarian immediately.
I think I will peruse then. Is anyone else here to peruse?
Yeah.
I'm probably already next to like the nearest, just like smelling them, just like, oh, library
Everybody
books.
peruse, look around.
All right. And so, the library is yours to browse. Do you each remember what you were tasked to find?
No.
I don't,
Shit, what was the
don't
name of the
think
book?
I was. I don't think.
Ren, do you remember?
Were we given a name for our book?
Nope. You were given a topic, basically.
Shit.
Oh, was it about like sorcery magic? Because I was
Yeah.
talking to my dad about like reading up on it, and that's when I broke and I told him everything that happened. And then I think he's like, okay, make that kind of your thing to get back into the library. But since he mentioned it, I guess I'll also take that as a hint
Can
of
I
what I'm supposed to do.
text Ren's mom?
I believe it was.
That sounds so bad.
Was it
Why?
Ren F's mom has got it going on.
Yeah, real.
It was all I want, and I waited for so long.
All
We
right.
keep it going with so many D&D puns, but we're going to stop right there. We needed a book on tactics, I believe it was.
Yeah. So you guys had basically been tasked with kind of refining your mental acuity and kind of your battlefield awareness. So Zephyr had assigned you to finding a suitable a suitable book to allow you to learn something like a tactic that you might be able to utilize in combat based on how you believe like your party fights and you fight and everything, and to learn from that and to kind of improve upon your current skills.
Yeah, so something of value for us.
Yeah. So there was no specific title, just a topic to look for, something that you could use and benefit from.
Well, I'll turn to Carl. What kind of book do you think would help you? Let's find yours first.
I don't know. I'm thinking maybe like some sort of stealth tactics, because I'm more like, when I fight, I run at people, but I am pretty sneaky. So maybe we can like find tactics that are like, I don't know, different.
I have heard of, they call it Great Ape Warfare. Something about ambushing people. Something.
Yeah.
The mercenaries
Yeah.
use these techniques sometimes.
I want to be a bush.
All right, let's look for some sort of book on being bush league.
I don't think. Okay.
So yeah, roll me.
This thing's not good. I'm dumb and I know that. My dad used to call me Bush League all the time. My real dad.
Roll me some investigation checks as you kind of wander about the library to search for what you hope to find.
Okay. Come on, baby. Big money. Oh, yeah. That's a 17 minus 1 is 16.
Okay.
Should I just help him?
Well, you each have to find something.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, because I'm trying to look for his book for him right now. I'm helping him do stuff.
Sure, if you want. Yeah.
Yeah. So
What? No.
roll again.
Go get your own shit. Go get your own shit.
Go look for. Fine. Fine. I'll go look for my own stuff.
We're in the same section, so whoever gets there first can help the other one.
Hold on. I'm using a superiority die.
Now,
Fuck.
how do I read
no.
again?
That was really bad. That was a 6 for me.
A 6?
Yeah.
Okay. So, Karl, you do manage to find a book sooner than Ren. Karl, you find a book called Peace in chaos.
Can I describe how I find it?
Sure.
'Cause Carl's forgetting like momentarily how to like read sometimes, and so can he like walk into like he's like kind of getting lost along the books. He starts calling for Ren, turns around, walks into a bookshelf, and then this book falls like right on his head.
All right. And it kind of props open, and you see a little blurb. Basically, this is a book, a memoir of an elf barbarian finding
Is there
clarity
pictures?
in their rage.
Are there pictures? Like in the book?
You don't see any. You've seen
Oh.
the opening of one page. If you flip through quickly, doesn't need to be any pictures.
I'm looking for the pictures. Shit.
You see,
Goddamn, this is
actually
gonna be
one
really
picture
hard.
at the very end of the book, and it's the face of the elf barbarian, kind of scarred and grizzled, little chunk of his ear missing.
Beautiful.
That's the only picture you see.
He's like Ren, but hotter.
Sure.
All right, I'll go and try and help Ren
Okay.
find his book, as I seem this one seems suitable to me.
Ren, you find eventually a book called The Siege of Broken Wills. And as you kind of leaf through it, you see it's a recounting of a historical siege, a battle between two generals who attempted to outwit one another. This battle lasting for several months, casualties on both sides catastrophic, but some clever tactics used to try and outsmart the other.
Interesting. Do you know what those tactics are offhand, or is it? I'll have to read further.
So if you actually take the time and go through the book, you can go through, like, you can find out what they are. But again, this is kind of like the back of a book kind of thing that you kind of read quickly to get it, like the idea of what you're going to be going into afterwards.
Yeah,
But
the
you haven't had
synopsis.
time, especially with like the check that you got, that you managed to find the book after like 45 minutes to an hour of like searching for something somewhat to fit your tastes. This seems to be the closest that you can find.
Okay, and it's called the Siege of Two.
The Siege of Broken Wills.
The Siege of Broken Wills. I don't know why in my head it was Two Broken Wills, but the Siege of Broken Wills. All right. I think Ren takes the book and probably has a few poetic thoughts about the use of that title. And is, I guess, probably gets stuck in the poetic thought instead of opening the book and actually reading anything in it as when he finally finds it.
Okay. Does anyone else attempt to find anything in the library as you are here, or?
Yeah, I'll look for like wild magic, sorcery. I don't know if I would know the term exactly, but like, sorcerers that's had magic that was wild. If we want to
Okay.
be sticking the canon.
So roll me an investigation check.
Yes. +3. Oh, great. 5.
So you're being extremely picky with what you kind of find, and you've read a lot of things already to begin with. So you're trying to look for a book that you haven't read before, and eventually you find a book called The Power of Bloodlines, which speaks of the power that can be inherited by certain pairings of ancient bloodlines, especially those that are heavily steeped in magic, and the potential consequences that could arise from such bonds.
Oh, I guess my 5 into investigation, and yeah, I'll just like think to do something with it, but I'll take the time later.
All right. So, with books in hand, you do you exit the library? Do you go home for the night? Do you have any other plans of which you wish to do?
Well, Ori's here with us, right?
Yeah, should be.
So
She hasn't left by now.
Nah, can you hear me? Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. No, libraries ain't my thing. I'm itching to go back. I'm just waiting for Carl to leave and itching to go back to the forest. So I think I'll just be munching that fish at the entrance.
But your mentor didn't want you to get a book, Ori?
I didn't pay attention. I was supposed to hunt and I didn't catch anything yesterday, so I think I'd get an early start tomorrow.
who is your mentor?
Oh, the ranger teacher.
The ranger teacher? Well, what's the name? I haven't been around that ranger teacher. Being more of a strategic fighter myself.
Kind of forgot.
Ah,
I'm not really
The
good
old-
at the
the
whole
old-
books thing.
get him tactic. Gotcha.
This is why you guys all laugh at me. It's so normal when we're just in our
Yes,
in our
yes.
rooms
Yeah, in our
together.
apartment, like pretending to study.
Dorm, not really apartment.
I like to fancy it up, you know.
Tomato, potato.
Oh, no, yeah. Sorry, Carl. Oh, say it to myself as I eat his new fish.
So, Ori, you're looking for animals?
Oh, Dan, yeah. That my task was kind of to hunt. No,
Yeah, I need to figure out how to talk to animals.
that's pretty easy. Once you get the little like you
Wait,
know
what?
like connotations, like little chirps go up. I once heard somebody teach an attack bird by going. "Hoo."
You don't say.
Yeah.
I think it was
Yeah.
cuckoo.
Was
something
it?
like that.
Wait, you know how to speak to animals too? What the?
Well, I know this. I don't know the spell, but I could learn it.
Whoa. Okay, but without having to learn a spell, how do you talk to animals?
Maybe I could teach you some of like my language, like that we speak. Like only the small beasts know it. I don't know if you'll be able to get it. You have to do something weird with your mouth. You kind of got to like, you know. Yeah, sorry, I'm embarrassed. But you should come on a hunt sometime. Both of you guys.
Yeah, sure.
Who's
Sounds
who's
pretty dope.
both of you guys?
Oh, I thought Zola was here.
No, I am here. I
Red's
just
still here, so he's like, me?
yeah, I don't want to go. Yeah, Ren. Yeah, Ren. You pet Ren.
No,
on
you
the
move out of the way.
Sure. I'll-
I love hunting, as long as none of them land narwhals.
They're majestic. I would never hunt one more than once. Yeah. And I've been keeping this book. This is the only book I really read. I've been, putting monsters and creatures I find in here. And, maybe I can do something. Maybe it'll be something important one day. I don't know. And I'd like tuck my
Maybe.
book back.
The only book I've been reading is here on my phone, and it's pictures of pages. Ren's eyes go a little bit dark as he looks at the warlock pages again. Yep, still works.
I like the feeling, But yeah, it's kind of stuffy in here. I don't know how you guys handle the library. I need fresh air and
It's not stuffy at all. It's kept at the optimal temperature to keep the books from getting exposed to too much moisture.
yeah, but
Not
we're
to
not
mention all the
books.
air from the other dimensions that get siphoned in here. This is probably the most varied air you've ever breathed in your lungs.
I don't know.
It's a little dry.
Yeah.
You're a little sorry. It's been a while since I've been allowed back here.
Yeah, you're kind of quick-tempered, huh?
I like it. It's funny.
Yeah, it's kind of funny.
It's been a rough day. We're back. We're back.
Well, Arabella, everyone, I think I'm gonna head out then. Me and Hockey. I'm gonna read this book. That's our homework, and we're sticking to it.
I think before you walk away, Arabella's gonna. Is it just us now? Like Warren Vith are gone, and the librarian. We're all just. It's just like we're just chilling together.
Or and Vith are kind of like still at the entrance. They're at their like the desk. They're kind of like chatting and kind of at their stations. But you guys have wandered off further a little bit into the library to look for. Zola, Ren, and Karl had to look for books as part of their assignments. So they had wandered off to look for said books. If you, Ori, and Dan had joined, that's up to you.
Another dimension is opening, I think.
Speaking toys?
I think Arabella's would have followed Karl. I mean, they're together, right? Karl and Ren are together, finding books.
Yeah.
Me and Bernie just like looked shocked as soon as you said that.
Following Karl.
Carl.
Yeah, no, Arabella's gonna talk to Karl. This is important. So
Doesn't
You're
seem like
allowed
us.
to do that.
Every time you get too close to Karl,
And we're
something
talking
bad.
Ori.
what do you mean something bad happens? Yeah, she.
I don't know. I feel like you were right behind me last time when you got lightninged and almost died.
It's where like everyone
Technically-
moved out of the way.
Technically, we tried to dodge. Most of us tried to dodge. Arabella didn't dodge all that hard, but it's fine. Yeah, she would follow. She is gonna in her travel. She's gonna try and at least make her face more presentable with. I don't know. She'll probably flip out some mirrors, some shit she got in her pockets or her bag, and just try to like fix it up, touch it up, and then take off the cloak and give it to Ren, and just give him a nod of thanks and genuine appreciation. And then she's got something on her mind right now. So she's got to hunt down Karl.
I'm right here.
Anytime, Miss Vesely. And then I'll put my I'll go to like put the cloak back on, but it's like over my backpack, and I'm like, ah, crap. And I like rearrange my gear and put everything back on properly.
Yeah.
All right.
So you go find Karl.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not far.
It's Karl, what are you looking for? What are you doing over here in this? What section are we in?
Ren says we're supposed to look for tactics books, and I found this one, and it's got this sexy barbarian elf. Look at him! Look at him! He's all the way at the back. Hold on. See?
I've never seen you read so fast. It's amazing.
What?
Yeah. I've
Read?
never seen.
No, I
yeah,
just looked through the
flip
picture.
through it. Yeah, okay. You know what? And she's just like she's got her head in her hand, like right. And she'll look at the picture, and I think if she'll probably like turn slightly red because this is the library. What are you looking at here? But that looks like a very good tactician. Definitely, good job, Karl. Great find.
Thanks. What are you looking for?
I actually need to ask you something.
Okay.
My mentor needs help regarding his merchant business, and I was wondering if maybe
Someone needs to be smashed.
No, we're not smashing anyone. No smashing anyone. Thank you. I appreciate the offer, though. You're going to be my first go-to person if there's smashing that needs to be done.
Wise choice.
But apparently your parents have some sort of mining thing going on, and yeah, can you tell me about that? Do you know anything about that, or is there a way that you can tell me how to learn about that? Because that's my job.
They've got like offices in the manor that we can go and we can like steal things from, or we can probably go there to the mine and like investigate, or we could take my parents hostage and we can interrogate them.
I liked the first two options, stealing and investigating, and maybe the investigating first before we steal anything, but we're not kidnapping anyone, Karl. Maybe you can smash things while you're there. But I would love that. I think that'd be a great, fun field trip.
Okay.
Cool. So I'm just gonna. You have your crystal, right?
What? Oh, shit.
You have your crystal. Oh, Karl.
Do I have it?
Do you?
I'm gonna roll.
Have the fucking
That's an
crystal.
18. I have it.
Yeah,
Oh,
crystal.
wow. That's so funny. It's back in the dumpster.
That's, I just think it's always in the dumpster.
I had it moments ago. I left it in the door.
I think Karl. I think we're gonna have to get you what are those devices that makes it so you never lose your crystal? What if we make it as a part of your attire, like make it like a headband or something?
I already got my goggles. I don't know if I want a headband.
Okay, I'm just
Sounds like too
spitballing. Okay. We'll think about it. You can't lose this crystal. This is very important. As she texts you as a reminder, I want to make it a Teams fucking meeting. I don't care. Text Arabella when we're going to infiltrate the mine, and it's like he has to accept the reminder.
Okay. I accept. That's accept, right? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
There we go.
check that one, the green one. Yeah.
Good. I got it. I'm trying to look. I'm trying to think. I should say, not look, about my family.
What do you mean?
There's more things about them I should know.
I mean, I know some things about. I don't know everything about my family. Have you seen them? They're terrifying. Except for my brother, who you all seem to enjoy spending time with.
Your family's scary? Why?
Why? Because everything that they care about is money, merchant, and status, and
They're like my parents or step parents.
yeah, you don't listen to your parents as much as I feel like I have to listen to mine. But
Well, they're
don't
never
you feel
around.
intimidated? Like that's the second my father or mother look at me, I feel tiny.
That sucks because you're so cool and powerful. You could just levitate him in the air and then he can't even smash you.
Oh, there's no magic allowed in the house.
Yeah, because he's scared.
But you're the one who very kindly reminded us that you kicked all of our butts in the first time that we met each other. So I envy your strength.
Yeah, I did. Don't forget it.
I trust me. I will not forget.
All right. Let's, do you have a book?
Bring this
I know.
book. I think you found a great book. I'm going to try and also find one. Should I roll to find a book? Just I don't even.
Could you help me read better?
Yes, I can definitely do that.
Cool, because this is gonna take so long. Like so long.
So wait, hold on. I think I have a thing for that. Not even.
What?
Hold on. This is not gonna perfectly help, but there is a thing. Oh wait, hold on. Oh no, wait. Damn it! It's only for spoken languages. I was like, that'd be really funny if I just made it so words just made sense to him.
Wait, what spell is that?
Understand language.
Hold on, I just scrolled past it because it was fine. Universal speech. As an action, I could choose three creatures to understand speech.
Universal speech.
So like if there's ever a point in time where I need to speak prior to us attacking them for no reason.
Oh, it's a bard thing.
It's a bard thing, yeah. But yeah, I was gonna be like, that'd be really cool. I have motivational speech as a spell, but that doesn't exactly do it. But yeah, I definitely can help you read, Karl. I think I know people who are really good at teaching, and I think I could probably have Zola help too. She's super smart, and could probably we could probably make it a part of training.
I'm gonna think more about my family, and then we can go and investigate whenever you're ready.
I think in this moment, Arabella is very like this is a very serious thing to her, but she also knows that Karl is not like the handshake kind of person. So like she'll go to put out her hand to handshake and then just think about it, and then you can see that she's thinking about spitting in her hand, but she's disgusted by the thought.
I was gonna give you a hug.
Okay. And then she'll give him a hug. That'll be great.
As you're like contemplating what to do with your hand like half out. All right.
Victory. That's a victory.
Victory!
Okay. The rest of you at that point might kind of gather back up, having found your respective books. And it's up to you to decide what you'd like to do for the rest of the evening.
Yeah, I think I wave to everybody, probably already cracking open the book to like read the opening lines of The Siege of Broken Wills, just to see the author be. The siege broke their wills to pieces like droplets of water, of rain hitting the thorns of a rose in a crowded forest. You wouldn't notice unless you look really close at the exact point of precision of where the broke happened. I don't know, but something poetic that Ren is immediately lost in. And essentially, like, Hawkey, watch the road for me.
Watch where I'm going as I walk.
And he's like steering me around stuff as I like read on the way back.
By the shoulders.
Ratatouille style. Like,
Yeah.
Nose in a book, Ren waves and exits the library. Leaving the rest of you.
I think Ori will turn to Dan and be like, I could try and maybe teach you what I know if you want to head back and set up camp with me. See if we can find some wild to catch.
Oh, sure. It's a place to crash. Nice.
Sweet. And I like jump on his back. All right.
Okay, which way are we going?
I'll show you. And I'll like point out.
Also, Ratatouille Dad.
Yeah. Half-eaten
Hey,
fish.
watch the hair. Watch the hair.
What? Yeah. Just go deep in the forest. You see that tree line there?
The one and only tree line?
Maybe. Yeah.
That's
I
where we're
haven't
going.
checked the other side yet. We'll just walk straight till we hit something cool.
I really like the idea that you need glasses, but you've never gotten any.
Just constantly squinting.
Glasses are for nerds.
Yeah, I run off. I
Okay.
don't walk.
Whoa!
Dan, with Ori atop his shoulders, runs off in the direction of the only tree line in sight, leaving 3 of you.
I will stay until they kick me out, pretty much, or until like it seems like it's really too late. But it's not the smartest decision. But I'm back in the library. I can't just leave.
Okay. You see, or kind of, like Or and Vith are talking amongst each other, and then Vith kind of gets up, stretches, and nods to Or. She kind of goes off, and close by there's a couple doors that are like part of the library itself. She opens them. She opens one, and you see inside is kind of like a cot and some. Like basically just like a small room, a functional room that she goes kind of close to the door, and Aura kind of glances over, seeing that you're still there, and says, we kind of take shifts when the other two aren't here. So, it's my shift now, and in a few hours I'm going to switch with her.
Oh, I could stay extra pair of eyes.
You're more than welcome to. The library doesn't really close per se. We kind of always have to be here just in case now.
Okay. I'll like sit as like close as possible, but not like at their little desk thing, obviously. And like now that he's brought it to my attention just how late it is, I'll text my dad like, "Hey, the library thing went really well. I'm kind of caught up in reading. Could you come and pick me up, and we can walk home together?
Okay. Shortly after, you get a text saying, "Oh yeah, no problem. I'll be right there." And you wait for him to show up. While you do, Arabella, do you leave or do you stay?
I think she'd be a little disappointed that she's not going home with Zola, but yeah, I think she'll probably have to head back too. Seems like we're all going back to our respective homes.
So you head out. I assume. Send a quick message to Aaron. Comes pick you up at the gates of the school. The walk to the school gates, kind of giving you a bit of time to yourself and for you to contemplate everything that's gone down and potentially what you wish to kind of think for yourself. And you do know, like, kind of like after the initial panic and everything, having been worried about like the lightning strike and everything, there isn't much of a scar left. It was just the initial kind of burn that had happened, but the dress that you had been wearing, does serve as kind of magical protection to a certain degree. So like you see, there is a little bit of lightning scarring, but it's not that pronounced. The worst of it had been absorbed by the dress that you had been wearing.
Okay, cool.
I'm going to pop in with a fun real life fact. A lot of lightning scarring that happens when people are struck by lightning or hit by electricity actually goes away because it travels through your veins and stuff, and they repair super well.
Yeah.
So often, if people want to keep the patterns that are on their skin because they look super cool, they'll get tattoos over the wound.
But so it stays for a little while, but usually it does tend to leave after a bit. You might not know this right now, but it is present to a lesser degree than when you had initially been struck.
Yeah, she's definitely still self-conscious about that. But yeah,
I feel like Carl's got like scales that are fused together. He's like picking at them.
The heat did kind of burn your skin, so scales, or in your case. But so Arabella, you meet up with Aaron, and he brings you back to your place. Karl, you, I assume, now both Dan and Ori have left and ran off to the forest. Arabella has walked off to go back home, and Zola is currently reading her book a little bit a ways from Or.
From where?
From the librarian attendant, Or.
Oh, I'll go sit next to her.
Okay.
Hey, Zola, hey, what are you reading?
It's this book on bloodline and like bloodline magic and the mixing of bloodlines, and it's a lot, but it's really cool. At least I think so.
That sounds like a lot of fun. I like mixing blood.
Is that a book that you have?
Yeah, look at it. There's a real sexy dude in the back here. Look. Oh, wait, it's all the way in the back.
It's literally just a headshot, just so everyone's clear.
Right, is it a dude or is it a female?
Sexy.
No, I'm imagining like a whole body image. Like,
oh yeah, no.
It's basically a pinup, dude.
It's him taking the bull by the horns in a way, you know.
Oh, it's pretty hot.
But it is a male elf.
Is that it? I'm like trying to touch the other pages.
The rest of it, I don't really. That's what I kind of wanted to ask you, because Arabella, I asked her, and she said maybe that I should, because you are so smart, help me with the reading.
Oh, here. Let me see. Is it not written in? It looks mostly written in common. What? Oh, you know what? Yeah.
Drool.
Hey, DM, what's the author's name?
So the author of Karl's book is Lucian Tanitra.
Hell
Who's the author of The Siege of Broken Wills?
It's Ilvany Valak.
This guy came prepared.
You know Ren's going to do some research on Oven and Valak.
Yep.
You know, there's something that I can do, but it only works for the caster, and I think it's easier to help you learn how to read than help you learn how to cast a spell.
But wait, what if you read it and you cast it and you know, and then you just transfer that knowledge to me with your magic?
I hold back on saying that I don't need to cast comprehend languages to read. Yeah, I'll do that. I'll use the spell slot. I'll do the casting. Okay, here you go.
Just prestidigitate and pretend
My
instead of
illusion.
casting the actual spell.
There you
The
go.
book's pages kind of flutter in the wind.
So dumb, I love it.
Okay, chapter 1.
It's what I fell for.
I'll start reading to you.
Charm to it. Not that he's charismatic at all, but he's got a certain charm.
There's certain belligerence.
Or no, you know what? I'll read through the index or whatever, and then I'll ask you which part sounds like what you came to read for, like what you took this book to learn, and then I'll go to that part, and then I'll start reading.
It's a memoir. I don't know what that is, if it's like a mirror or something, but
I mean, kind of. It's like someone holding up a mirror to themselves and their lives, or someone else's life, and writing it down.
And
Damn.
as you're discussing, kind of, you see a figure kind of walk up the library steps. And Zola, you recognize your father, kind of looking through the library doors, kind of reminiscing of the time he might have spent as well in the library.
I'm like looking where he's looking, trying to see what he sees that I don't.
He comes back and says, "It has been some time since I've been here. Wow.
Does it look the same?
No, it almost never looks the same, but like it feels the same, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, it's just something about books and all this knowledge that's just hidden away here."
That's where I get it from. I was just helping him with some work, but I think we can pick this up maybe tomorrow, Carl. Is that okay?
Oh yeah. Thanks. I'll just take it. Should I take it or you want it? I'll take it.
Okay, yeah, take it.
Okay. Good night, Zola. Good night, Zola's dad. And then,
Do you? Oh,
Good night. As he kind of like watches you like speed off.
okay. Let me just pack up and bye, or see you. See you tomorrow, probably.
Or kind of like looks up now and like notices your dad, and he's like, "Oh, Counselor Monty. Hello, sir. Nice to see you." And Aura's like not normally kind of flustered, but kind of seeing someone of general like high importance in the city. It's his first time, and he's kind of surprised and taken aback that it's just kind of happened so randomly. And your father kind of like smiles as, "Oh, it's a pleasure to meet you. Call me Howard." And he's like, "Oh, or great to meet you. I should have made the connection. Zola, Monty, Counselor Monty's, Zola, Howard. Have a good evening."
Thanks.
And he kind of like nods awkward, like a bit stiffly.
I walk a little more confidently. So I'm like, ooh, maybe he'll tell other people that I'm important.
Okay. And you head out with your father.
Oh.
What
And
is this?
Whose fax machine is that?
Somebody using
These-
dial-up internet? What happened?
okay.
Oh,
I'll just it was shy for
it's
sure.
Cheyenne.
I'll just tell old Papa everything that happened while we walk, and I really just wanted to like make myself look like better for being really late. So instead of just coming in late, I asked him to come and get me, so it gives me a little bit extra time to read and stuff. But I just tell him what happened and then get home.
Oh, wow. You decided to go toe to toe with 2 Bahirs?
Yeah,
That's brave of you.
yeah.
Look, those creatures, they're tough.
Wait, you've encountered them before?
A few of them, yeah.
A few of them?
Yeah, and then he like starts showing you like the scars that he might have had, like from like, yeah, I got this one. They have a nasty breath.
Yeah, yeah.
If it wasn't for your mom telling you, I might not be here.
Oh, so even the both of you went through the same thing that we're going through, kind of.
Yeah, I don't know about you, but like we came into this mountain cave. There must have been a good like whole herd of them. I don't know what a herd is. Is it a herd here? I don't know the scientific term. There was like
Behir.
20 of them.
Heard.
A herd of birds.
But yeah, no, a good couple dozen potentially. It was harrowing.
How did go on? Tell me more. How did you survive? How did you deal with them? Tell me
Well,
everything.
look, it was back in the day when we adventured with the other members of the council, and it wasn't in our second year either. Like we had finished school by that point and kind of going off on our own adventures. Well, sometimes when Zenith and Umara have an idea and they need particular components for their research, they get it into their heads that, well, they're just going to do it. So while your mom did kind of save me, she also kind of put us in that situation, her and Umara. They really needed to get like a vial of the Behirs have this like little secretion liquid they use for the lightning breath. They wanted to like check and see like how that like occurred and how they were able to produce this breath from this like, apparently they have like a sac or something in their throat. I don't know, but anyways, they wanted to look at like research it, and obviously what better way to research it than finding live proof. So yeah, we didn't expect them to be so many.
Whoa,
It sucked.
that sounds really dangerous, but kind of cool.
Oh look, they got their research in the end, and we got quite wired.
For Zola, it's like super comforting to hear him talk so lightheartedly about these kind of things, and not like, oh, we did everything by the books and how it should go. It's kind of like, yeah, it was her fault. We got into this mess, but we got out clean. So I enjoy the story very much, and I definitely like text the whole thread. Maybe no one reads it, but I just text it later when I get home to everybody.
We'll play by play into the party chat.
Yeah. That'll be it.
So if
Get a bunch of
none you-
emojis back. Like, the wide-eyed. Oh.
None of you have anything you'd like to do for the rest of your night. We will pick back up in the morning, but giving you all a chance to have that last scene this evening.
Carl will go to sleep early.
All right.
Just read a little bit of this book or try, and just hit the head.
I
Hit the head.
think, and
The same thing for Carl, really.
and I think we would look for like the best spot, I guess. Like find a nice camping spot and set up camp.
Roll me a little nature check.
Nazi.
Sounds romantic.
Although, honestly,
Guide.
you're honestly pretty well versed in the forest. You know the good spots. You've been here before, but are you going to a place that you haven't been to before, or are you going to a place that you have?
Let's say haven't.
Okay, then yeah, I would ask for a nature check.
feel like
You are
Dan
kind of
would
navigating
run.
the woods in an unknown area at night. So
I feel like Dan would
Orly
run like
and
way too far,
Daniels.
Yeah,
way too
well,
fast.
I'm going full speed into the tree line, so you got to be quick with your directions.
Dandy way, baby. I kind of like nod off.
Spend
Wake
the
up
whole
and
night
like, oh,
running in the woods.
Yeah, this looks like a good spot. Ooh, dirty 20.
all right, so you come to this kind of large outcropping of rock, kind of in the forest. Not quite a cave, but it's enough of a shelter that you can kind of cozy into it and have a little bit of kind of darkness over an overhang of rock that kind of protects you from most sides other than the front in case anything does approach your camp during the night.
Oh yeah. This looks like a good spot. Yeah. You can stop running now.
Oh, okay. Back there by the.
Skid to a halt and then back up a few steps, go in.
Up.
Yeah, this is perfect. And we'll wake up early and we'll see if we can find something.
Yeah. So, by the way, you know how to talk to fish?
I don't know about fish, but like like small critters and stuff. Like just growing up, where I grew up, we kind of all talk with the small animals and stuff. I can teach you some of that, maybe.
I guess. I mean, you got to start small. I guess. It'd be better if it was the big stuff. But
Okay, cool. I'll like set up a little like some sticks, make like a little bonfire. I got a spell, create bonfire, and yeah.
wait. Can you show me how you just did that?
Oh, I just take like some bones out of my pocket. I like have like little sprinkles of bones. I don't got much left, and kind of concentrate on them a little bit, and put one down and shoot the other into it, kind of like pop rocks, and then bursts up. Bone magic.
Oh, it's magic.
Well, yeah.
Well, it's not going to help me. I can't use magic.
It's never too late. I mean, I was born with my magic, but like
Yeah. Well, I'm going to give it a try. You got any extra bones?
Sure. I have like one small like little femur left.
Where do you just like collect this stuff?
The bones are my money, and so are the worms.
Well, where are the worms?
I ran out of those.
No.
It's a hot commodity.
I'll help you find some in the morning.
I think you're just gonna give up your worms.
They're great because if you split them, you get two.
Well,
That's why they're so hot. Worms are hot right now.
Real hot. That's Uncle Jimmy always said. Yeah, but yeah. All right, I can teach you. This is the word for nut. If you ever come across any chipmunks who want some nuts,
how's that going to help me?
this is the word for tree. You know, it's a lot of like small little sounds. Yeah.
Can we do like a sentence? Like, uh,
Uh,
my name is Atomic Dan. How do I say that?
it's kind of a lot.
Yeah.
It's more of like little broken up things, you know, like me, Ori, you know.
All right, so how would you say that?
Uh, uh, you know, something like
But
that.
you didn't even say Ori. What the hell?
It translates. It's kind of hard. Man, this is gonna take forever.
Yeah, I'm starting to have second thoughts.
Yeah, well, we would sleep on it, and we'll start fresh in the morning. It's always best to think on a hunt.
All right, all right.
So Jimmy always says.
I just get this corner over here on this rock.
Yeah, and I got this one.
All right.
No, yeah.
A trillion mosquitoes descend upon you.
We got the fire.
All right.
Or he notices nothing with her fur. But
Yeah. Eating alive.
Dan wakes up. So
that scene from Lilo and Stitch.
Puffed up.
yeah. So everyone takes the night, falls asleep, wake up the next morning. Potentially, some of you who haven't looked at your text threads see the story that Zola sent last night about her parents' encounter with the creatures that you guys fought. But you wake up, the morning is yours. Some of you in your own beds, others waking up on the forest ground. What you do with your day is yours. You have your tasks, and you have your individual missions.
Well, I wake up with the dawn as usual. Does anyone wake up earlier than that?
I'd say I'd wake up around the same time too.
Yeah, around the same.
I'm out cold.
A bunch of early fucking. We're getting old. We're getting old in our real lives, and it's affecting our characters.
I mean, listen, Carl's always woken up and have breakfast with you. It's part of his routine now.
It's true. But I have breakfast later because I have to clean my armor every day.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. He wakes up for breakfast with you.
Carl's already there eating his second breakfast by the time you joined him.
Probably, yeah. He's waited. He ate first breakfast, waited for me, then had second breakfast.
And then third breakfast is the trash cans outside.
Second breakfast is just people's leftovers.
That's 11sies.
Yeah. I think Ren probably just wakes up a little groggy. He like went to bed 30 minutes late because he was reading.
30 minutes.
Ugh. I get off my schedule, but that book was riveting. What do I learn having read like for a little bit of the evening, maybe like the introduction chapter or something?
So you learn that the initial kind of siege had begun through reasons that some found trivial. The author himself just being a historian that had gotten first-hand recountings of what had happened from other soldiers or from civilians that had been around at the time. And it basically told of how the kind of attacking general first began cutting off all supply lines to the city so that in an attempt to try and starve the people inside. Having seen this, the defending general started utilizing the city's underground, like sewerways, and digging underground to kind of circumvent the blockades above ground. And it was kind of like their recounting of the different methods they had used to block the trade routes inside the city, and then the laborious task of actually having to dig further tunnels through underground without being found out by the opposing army. And so kind of having to create distractions while doing the dig to kind of bring their notice away from the work they were doing underground.
Very chill. Secret tunnels. So who are the two factions?
I'll get back to you.
Okay, cool. One was some sort of sieging army, and one was some sort of city.
Yeah.
Okay. Very interesting. Yeah, so I'll clean and polish my armor as usual. Go up, meet up with Karl for breakfast. And I think I have to check my item really quickly. Give me 1 second. But I think that I would like to transform hockey. I don't really have any water. I kind of wanted him to be an octopus so he could hold the book for me. But I feel like without water it'd be a bit annoying. Ooh, unless I give him a damp towel. No, I'll probably lead him. I'll let him be an owl instead. And so he will now be Hockey the owl. And so I'll kind of modify the spell using the ring of the familiar. And then I'll smile at him and kind of just ask him to be able to hold my book in his big owl claws, and so that he can, like, I don't know if I can mimic this, but essentially like owl sit on the table and use his like bigger owl talons to like hold the book open with his like wings out. Like a phone stand, I guess.
Like a podium?
Terrible. PETA is on the line right now.
I feed him bacon or something to as a treat for doing this.
Appease him
to a spell.
That's beautiful.
All right. So you had spent your night kind of a little bit later on reading into the night, and you wake up, do your normal routine, and join Karl for breakfast.
Aaron, did I show you my book?
Not yet, no.
Look, it's this sexy guy. He looks like you. Here, he's all the way in the back.
I'm waiting for the day that instead of flipping through all the pages to the back, you turn the book over and just open the back cover.
No. He opens the front and then tries to rip through every time.
Well, yeah, I do have to say, Karl, imagine if I said that every kobold looked like you.
What? That's just crazy.
That'd be a little bit prejudiced.
That's crazy.
Yeah. I look at the elf who looks nothing like me.
What do you mean the nose? And then the ears. The ears are pointy. And
he's got like one pointy ear. Look, the other ear is missing a piece. It's missing the point.
I mean, we can make that a reality.
Like, look at the reflection of my water. I like my ears.
Listen, I'm just saying. He looks like you. That's all I'm saying.
I move a seat away from Karl. I finish my breakfast in silence. I'm a little pouty as I read my book.
You elves are also sensitive.
That's right.
Dies to himself.
Sensitive about how different we are.
Oh,
We've got some serious issues in this game.
Karl is dying to himself.
food flying out of his mouth.
Yeah, just spraying these poor people at the next table.
Egg goes flying.
A whole egg.
And we pass over to Ori, who wakes up, and Dan still completely stone cold asleep.
Falling behind already.
That's
I think first what I want to do is is find some small critters for Dan to practice.
So sweet.
Okay.
And I
Round up
also want
some-
to ask them about any like bigger, scarier things in the forest too. And then I wanna after that go on a little hunt, prepare.
So they kind of you gather up like some small little creatures, some squirrels, chipmunks, little things, little rodents that kind of speak of the bigger creatures with claws and fangs that are also, and they attempt to avoid them entirely
Mhm.
if possible. So they mention some areas they avoid, but they don't actively know exactly where. Like they know where those larger creatures hang out, in a sense, because that's the areas they avoid. So they tell you about that.
All right, I'll nudge Dan. Be like, Dan, wake up. I
is
got
it?
some friends. They're all here, and they
Are they
said they
cute?
know where something scary is. Look, my friends. Like I point to like this menagerie of woodland critters. Yeah, that's Jim Bob. That's Clarence. That's Sumo. That's Big Phil. I don't know why they
Big
call
Phil's
him
the
Big
smallest
Phil.
out of all of them. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
I don't
strange.
get it. I don't get it.
All right, I'll start with Big Phil. I go and like squat down over Big Phil.
Okay, you
Staring
see
down.
it's just like this like large groundhog that's just looking at you.
Now that I get a better look at you, you're actually kind of large.
Yeah, just try and introduce yourself like yesterday. My instructions were super clear.
I rummage in my pocket for the bone, take it out, and I flick it at the. Was it a beaver?
It's a groundhog.
Groundhog.
The ground.
All right, so you flip the bone at the groundhog. It like hits it in the head.
Name's
and
Atomic
it-
Dude.
and like runs off.
Well, that didn't work. Go
Said it.
pick up the bone. You gotta be a little nicer, you know. These are small guys. I like turn to them and I'll be like, so which one of you guys wants to come on a little trip to be our guide? I have a nice reward in it for you. So
They all like back up except one little mouse that doesn't realize the others had backed up and looks around. It's like, like it's caught.
I'm like, Dad, that's our guy. Or
Grab it by the scruff of its tiny little neck.
It like attempts to run, but you grab it and it's just like hanging there. It looks
Running.
defeated.
I'll go, hi, I'm Ori. What's your name? Put out like a finger.
It kind of chitters. It's called Steve.
Yeah, this is Steve.
Steve.
Yeah, pretty. That's a beautiful
rat.
name, Steve. Well, listen, I got a whole cheese wheel. You know what? I got 3 cheese wheels in it for you if you take us where we need to go.
His ears kind of like perk up.
The cheese wheel always works.
3 sounds like a lot.
I'll like cover my mouth. He doesn't need to get all 3. We just give him a good reward.
Oh, gotcha. All right.
Yeah.
3 sounds great, little guy.
It's kind of just like hanging in your in your grip.
It's gonna lead the way.
Yeah, just show us where to go, and I'll put out my palm to hold him.
So it kind of like with its nose kind of points in a direction.
All right, that away, and I'll put in my hood and go that direction and look to see if I find any tracks or anything.
Roll survival.
Ooh, baby, I get advantage when tracking beasts. Because of my beast slayer. It's either a 12 or a 16. Let's go with the 16.
Okay. So you see large tracks kind of padding off in a direction. As you go further into the woods, you begin to see these tracks.
Dad, look at that.
What am I looking for?
Oh, I had to like bend down, like move a little dirt out of the way. Tracks. It's something big too.
Oh, ooh, like a moose.
I don't know. What do I recognize? What kind of tracks they look like?
Roll me an intelligence check.
Intelligence.
I think it's a moose.
Not my forte. Oh, that fell. Ooh, that's a 3.
It looks to be similar to wolf tracks, but they're not of any size that you've seen a wolf.
Oh, wow. I'll be like, I got some sort of giant dog, wolf thing. I'm not really sure. They're way too big to be any wolf. Let's see where this leads.
Yeah, it seems like a good catch.
Yeah, and
So-
squat down and try and follow the tracks a little stealthily.
Yeah, if you want to roll stealth, go for it.
Very bad at it too. Are you better at stealth?
No. I don't even know if I want to roll stealth.
Yeah, that's a 6. So I'm
Okay, so you're trudging through the woods, like twigs
Pretending.
snapping underfoot.
beasts are afoot, Dad.
You feel like Steve in your cloak kind of like grip the cloth, and like he's like pretty much frozen at that point.
Think of the cheese wheel, Steve.
As you get further into the woods, you begin to see that you come up to a cave. And on the outside of this cave, you see that there are bones of potentially previous meals.
How big?
You're rich.
They are like the rib cages kind of thing. So the bones themselves are quite big. They are of a medium creature.
Oh, this thing's big. Look at the meal it's eating.
We gotta kill it? Are you gonna kill it?
Take a pelt, maybe? Well, I definitely want its bones, so unless you know of a way to kill it without taking its bones.
You just kill it and then take its bones.
Like, well, yeah. That'd be the easiest thing to do. So yeah. Kill it.
Okay, but wait, before you kill it, think I can try talking to it first?
If you want.
Yeah, it's kind of like my lesson or something. I don't know.
Yeah, dude, by all means. I'll let you take the lead if you want from here on out.
All right, but I'm gonna take Steve with me.
All right. Well, pick up Steve.
As you go to go for where you think Steve still is, he's no longer there.
Steve. Tap maybe Steve. Wait, I think
You
I don't
turn
think
back
they
and you see
lost him.
Steve kind of like 20 feet away, just look at you, shake his head, and just run.
That rat bastard.
What a coward. He gave up a perfectly good cheese wheel.
Hey, more
As you
cheese
say
forever.
this, half a dozen kind of large wolves kind of come stalking out of the cave and start kind of trying to circle around you and Dan.
Oh,
All right,
hey,
Dan.
how's it going?
You just hear kind of like a low growl come from them. You've walked into their den pretty much.
Yeah,
And
we made this mistake before. Don't breathe any lightning at us. We're just here to talk.
I don't think it's working.
Wait, let me try. I take the little bone. I flick it at one of the wolves.
it hits it in the nose, and you hear a little.
My name is Atomic Dan. What's yours?
It lunges at you.
Fuck. What did I expect?
Maybe his name is Lunge.
Don't lunge.
So he deals 20 points of damage as he kind of just clamps his jaw onto your shoulder.
We gotta get out of here.
We can take him.
And the others kind of start like kind of closing in on you.
Oh shit! Maybe we can take him. Could I grab Dan? Do.
Well, I mean, at this point, I'm going to ask you all to roll initiative.
Oh shit! Oh, boy.
Well, you both.
Oh. That's disappointing.
Can the whole gang show up to save us?
Send a text.
I learned how to ambush. So I pop out of a bush.
I got an 8.
I got a 5.
Oh god,
Okay.
we're gonna get eaten alive.
Dan, you're first.
Okay.
You got a 4.
Is this thing like on top of me?
No, so it had like kind of like taken a bite of you and kind of bounced back, and they're like kind of circling.
Okay, bounce back. All right. I think I'm gonna take a couple steps back, but I'm sort of gonna do like the raptor thing, you know,
Chris
with my
Pratt?
hands, the Chris Pratt raptor thing. Yeah. Like, whoa,
Well,
relax, my lupine friends. I don't want to hurt you. And I'm just gonna stand my ground.
Okay. Ori, you're next.
I'm next. Okay. Bow, 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 bow. Yeah. I think what I'm gonna do. 5 foot cube. Yeah. Okay, yeah. What I'm gonna do is use a cantrip as my action. I'm gonna create another bonfire. If there's like two close to each other, I want to make like a big old bonfire in between them.
Well, I mean, they're not like glued one to another. Like they have a good like 5 feet distance between each other,
Okay.
at least.
Okay. Yeah. So I'll do that on one of them in one of their spaces, hoping maybe scare some off or something. With a big old bonfire.
Okay.
So it's a deck save of 13.
It fails.
Ooh, baby. So 2d8 fire. So 10 fire damage.
Okay.
Could just make a saving throw when it moves. And then you know what? You know what? I'll I'll use one of my sorcery points to make a spell, or two of my sorcery points actually, to use a spell as a bonus action.
Okay.
Bow, and I'll do. I think I'll do the good old classic chromatic orb.
Roll to hit.
Yeah. Yeah, the classic. I'll do it at the second level. Actually, I'll do it at the third level. Fuck it.
Oh my
Okay.
gosh. Obliterate it.
Yeah, fuck them. 24 to hit.
That hits.
Ooh, baby. It'll be lightning damage. 26.
Okay, and to the same one.
To another one.
To another one. Okay.
Yeah.
So as you kind of light a fire underneath one,
I'll throw
and
some
then
bones at him.
send this crackling orb of lightning basically towards another, they both kind of yelp and skitter away. On their turn, the rest of them kind of scatter.
Oh, damn. Well, that was anticlimactic.
Wait, I have so much to say to you.
They failed. They failed their the check to stay.
Is they're all gone? All
Yeah.
of them? Yeah. Like, well, I think you failed your test, Dan. I think I might have too.
Yeah. I was trying to think I was supposed to talk to fish.
In my experience, fish are dumb. But tasty.
That's what I thought too.
Yeah.
And as you speak over the lessons you might or might not have learned in your morning encounter, we're going over to Zola or Arabella. If any of you have something you'd like to do this morning.
I'll pop right off and just say I'm reading pretty much all day. I've got the book in front of me. I've got like mage hand, like holding the page open, reading it through, sliding it under like the hand. If Arabella calls me, I would answer. You know, I'm not like ignoring her at all, but I'm just like so focused in on this thing that it's like all that's on my mind right now.
Okay. So the book itself kind of, again, as I said before, talks about how the pairing of bloodlines can potentially exponentially increase the power that is kind of hidden dormant within them, and can sometimes kind of create a new offshoot of magical power that has previously not been within either line, but the pairing of which has born something new. And you go off and it kind of starts listing genealogies of different well-known kind of magical lineages. These names kind of vaguely ring a bell. It's something that you've kind of learned in general history. But as you kind of look further towards looking to what you might have learnt towards your particular case, it shows that there's also times where people who have spent an inordinate amount of time around magical energies may also have kind of unforeseen effects on their physiology and kind of right down to the more genetic level. And you knew that your mother had kind of very kind of been very involved in the kind of building of the magical defenses of the city. and it's kind of like refinement throughout the years. So you kind of piece together that maybe something to do with these kind of magical energies from sources that had previously been undiscovered may lead to something awakening in yourself.
Is I guess my dad's name would be Monty, like from birth. Is there a Monty or a Montaigne or a Monte something? mentioned?
As you kind of flick through the book, looking through the genealogies, there's a Montenescu that is similar, but potentially might have changed throughout the years to eventually become Monty, you might think, but you're not 100% sure.
Okay, interesting. I'm pretty like shook. I didn't even think this was a thing that could happen. Kind of like magical, like radiation that changes you down to the genetic level. That's scary, but it's kind of cool, like most things. So I'll continue to like delve deeper and take notes and all that good stuff.
Okay. And Arabella, what do you do this morning? Is she back?
Yeah, I've been back. When I just try to stay muted because I don't know what my mic is doing.
Yeah. So you wake up
Seems fine
this
now.
morning. What do you wish to do?
Like I think Arabella would text Zola, just like morning check-in, and read that very long text message about her father and the story. Probably mention how cool it seems, but also it would be like a detached cool. She's like, yeah, that seems really nice. I'm glad that they're okay. And I think Arabella would spend the day either practicing magic or like training herself to. I don't even know, not even training. I think she's gonna try and find a way to. She's focusing on getting information for her task. Her mentor, who's I know his name, not off the top of my head, but I know his name.
Okay.
So I think she's going to try and either make plans or case the area or try and figure out if she can get blueprints or something going on. She's going to try and go around the city to see if she can get any information.
Okay. Where would you go?
I think she would go to, because she can't go to the market by her parents. But the thing is, everybody knows not everybody, a lot of people know who she is. I think she's going to dress down and try to go to the opposing, like to Karl's parents' market area, wherever all their shops are, and see if she can get information from like workers.
Okay. They don't have shops.
They don't have any shops? I thought that was like part of it.
They are a mining and construction company.
That's
So
what I have
they
down
don't
as like
have
what
any
their
kind
job is.
They don't have any like storefront where they sell like ore and stuff. They mine it and send it to whoever asks and whoever buys. So all their operation is outside of the city.
Okay. Then I guess Arabella's gonna have to go and find a way to learn about mining and construction. So if there's any kind of what kind of building would have information, maybe at her parents it would. But she's gonna have to get information on their company and the intricacies of mining. So maybe I'll hit the library.
Okay. So you head to the library in hopes of looking for something mining related.
Yeah.
Okay. So you spend your morning in the library. Having spent that time there, you find a bunch of books on how to mine, on the particular techniques that you might need. You find different books on the previous archaeological digs that have been done throughout the centuries. But is there anything specific that you're looking for in regards to this?
I think she's just trying to give her, because from what Karl said, they can infiltrate the place to get information, steal things, which are, viable, but she also needs to know what's going on to make their bids more attractive. So she needs to portray knowledge and interest. So I think she's just trying to gather total generic information, maybe more specifically for power crystals, which is what I think he was interested in. And then maybe about their company and their business. I think she's just doing general research to give herself some sort of starting point, really.
Okay. So to begin with, this is a newly discovered mine. There would be no record of it in the past.
The mine itself, but Karl's parents are wealthy.
Yes. So
there's nothing about them.
The Ormcrofts.
Yeah, there are kind of different books on the Ormcrofts and their kind of rise to power and everything. They themselves, not having been a large company to begin with, were a family that had been over the years kind of brought up. So you find out rather that I suppose Karl's foster mother, her great grandfather kind of founded the company and built it up to what it is today. And each successive generation, so the next two, have kind of been coasting on what had been built up initially. But since then they hadn't really had any competition until a newer company called Ram Construction had begun kind of vying for different mines and different contracts around the city. And this company to be headed by another member of the council, Aram Zita. So the husband to Umara Zita and the student council's president's
I
father.
knew that was coming. So they're just trying to make a rise in the same industry.
Yeah. So, but you see that the difference in that is that the Ormcrofts kind of have hired a bunch of people to do the work for them, whereas Ram Construction is well known for their kind of hands-on work. Like he himself does a lot of the work, and he's kind of hired on people that he's worked with and trained throughout the years, whereas the Ormcrofts kind of tend to leave that to other people, and they are very much the bookkeepers of their company. So there isn't much that you can find on the new the new mine. aside from like nothing in the library, anyways. If you were to look for potentially rumors and not quite gossip, but just word of mouth that might have kind of found its way to the city, you might find something out. But nothing would be written and stored in the library at this point.
Yeah, but I don't know where. I mean, I can ask Aaron and see if he's heard anything, but I don't know where she would go to find and listen to these things.
It's up to you.
Yeah, I think she would text Aaron to pick her up and then probably ask him about it and see where he thinks we should go.
Well, Miss, your parents were speaking of the Ormcroft operation a couple of days ago. They know something. That there's a profit to be made, and they might also be angling towards something. I'm not quite sure. They still have some meetings they're going to. I'm unfortunately going to be unavailable for the next few days as I have to bring your father to one such meeting.
Oh, she's immediately deflated.
But I do know that they themselves are also trying to put their hat, so to speak, in the ring.
Yeah, I figured as much, but that's the problem. Arabella's got a little book. This is her new favorite book. And then, where do you think I could go? Where would these miners go?
I'm sorry.
She's thinking. I'm thinking out loud, really. Is there a tavern that would be like a go-to tavern for all these miners to go to?
It wouldn't be in the city. This mining operation is like days away.
Oh, damn. I gotta make plans. Okay, Aaron. Take me home. I need to talk to Winsworth.
Okay. And so he brings you home. And as he gets home, you see your father kind of leave the house and look to you, kind of nod. Good to see you doing schoolwork and making good use of your time. Aaron, we need to leave for the meeting, if you don't mind. And yes, of course, sir. Right away, please. And he kind of opens the door for your father. Your father walks in and says, Aaron kind of just like waves to you. Till a few days from now, miss. And he nods and gets up and drives away.
I think Arabella's Aaron's her driver. How dare? But yeah, she's gonna walk into the mansion, see if Winsworth and other person whose name I do not recall, because it's been a hot minute. God, whatever her name is. But if they're available, they should be available. And then I'm searching for their name because it's bothering me. She has packing to do and planning, and she's gonna text Karl. We need to go to the mines ASAP.
We need to
Oh shit, that's right. Oh man, I'm so sorry.
go.
So, Karl, once you get the gist of the message, you don't know where this newly discovered mine is, but you do know that they'd likely keep that information in their offices.
Yeah, that's what I would surmise. So that's what I'll immediately just call Arabella, because the text is it's too slow for me typing out one at a time. Wait, we gotta. I think we should. The office is at the place, because I don't really know. They don't tell me the business stuff. truth be told, I only knew them for like 7-8 months before they shipped me off to school.
I think Arabella is going to be donning some stealthy gear, and I have information to gather, and I'm on a time crunch, Karl. I need to know where this office is. I need to know. You don't have to come if you don't want, but
I definitely do, and it's at the manor. You know where we went to play bowling.
oh, the same one. We're having a sleepover. Let's go.
Hell yeah. Okay. Should we tell? Does anybody else want to come? Or is this the group chat?
Yeah, no, I'm gonna text the group chat right now, and it's gonna be totally inconspicuous. Just like, hey guys, we're gonna go. Karl invited us over to have another sleepover, bowling, and like, it's gonna be a lot more cheerful than Arabella's ever really typed before. It's gonna be like, oh my god, bring everything. We're gonna have a blast at like fireworks and shit like that. Like a flurry of emotes, and she doesn't even understand it because when Ren texts an emote, she's so angry because she doesn't understand a word that means. So, yeah, and she'll be like, "Yeah, this is good. This is good." She's so proud of herself. Send.
I call Zola.
What the hell is going on with Arabella?
Did you see the message? What is happening?
But
She might be in trouble.
I think someone maybe kidnapped her and took her phone.
That's what it looks like to me.
They're trying to lead us to the Ormcrofts. Why would they do that?
If it's a trap, maybe we just have to spring it.
I'm on my way. Wait, I don't
Okay.
remember how to get there. Hello?
Aaron took all of us. Aaron took everybody. He's gone.
Yep.
I just call you right back.
Hello?
How do we get there?
Call Dan.
Call me.
You never
It's my
picks up when
house.
it's me, but he might pick up if it's you.
Okay. I'll try.
Why aren't you calling Karl? I feel like that's the easiest.
I don't know if he's involved in this.
He's at the center of this trap.
Could have been this whole plan all along.
The long game. Playing the long game.
You act stupid, but
Okay.
Fool me
Mastermind.
once, beat me up. Shame on you. Fool me twice.
Did I roll to see if I have my crystal?
go for it.
Only 3 times.
Fucking rolls.
Ooh, it's a 17.
Hold the game.
Do you have your crystal?
I have my crystal.
Now, do you answer it? Is the real question.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I'd pick it up. We're not really doing anything out in the woods.
No, we're just floundering out here.
Doing nothing. Skulking about. Hello?
I'm picking some of those bones
Dan,
in the background.
Hey, save some for me.
Dan, put
yeah,
it up
who's
to your head, your ear.
Hello? Hello?
Yeah, Dan.
Oh, Zola. Hey, how's it going, baby?
Babe. I have a quick question. Can we rainbow blast ourselves somewhere?
No. Don't you dare even ask me to do that, all right? I'm under strict orders.
What are they asking?
Well, what was that?
What are they asking you to do?
I don't know yet. They want me to beam them someplace.
Oh,
Selfish.
I can still hear you.
I don't take back what I said.
I just hang up.
Start sending selfies to the group chat.
I'll call
There's
back.
Ori
Ren.
in the background.
yeah, ripping bones off his rib cage, yeah, breaking them into smaller bits.
And
Like
what's
fucking like
his
that.
answer? He's sending a bunch of selfies.
Whoa,
Is that
looks
a
like
yes?
Dan's having so much fun.
He can't really help us. I don't know what to do. Because if we say that we're going and we ask for the address, then they'll know that we're on our way. But maybe if we don't say anything, then we can spring the trap early and they won't know when we're coming. But I don't know how to get.
I'm now
they know it.
texting Zola because no one's responded to this group chat, and I'm just like,
The fake Arabella's texting
babe.
me.
when are you gonna be here? What's going on?
She's asking a lot of questions. What do I do?
Ask her how we
Are
getting
you
there.
okay? You're not responding. What's going on? Are you mad at me? Oh my god.
Is it public transport?
Is there? Is there a bus?
there a
Metro?
Metrobus?
Is there a Metro line? No. Dang.
Is there a public tensors floating desk that we can use?
So
I mean, you can attempt to. Do any of you know how to drive vehicles?
of course.
Without crashing them.
Oh no.
Yeah, I'm gonna. I have to answer. She's blowing up my phone.
Answer. See how they think we're gonna get there, because that's the way we won't take.
And I think I'm like, okay, I'll call her instead of responding with a text. Maybe I'll throw her off.
Yeah? Why aren't you answering me?
I'm like listening for the background when you stop talking.
Hello? Babe, what? Why are you? Can you hear me? Shake the phone. Shake the crystal. The crystal's definitely. She smacked me.
Are you
What's
okay?
going on?
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. Are you okay? You're not answering. It's been a whole day.
Hey, say you're really fine if you're not really fine.
Do you think I'm not fine? Is it because of the scars I got the other day? Can you
No.
not? Like,
Huh?
I'm really
What? No,
embarrassed
no, no, no,
about
no,
them.
no,
I
no,
tried to
no,
get rid of them positions and they won't go
It-
away.
The message that you just sent, emojis? You never use emojis.
Okay, listen. I need to get to Carl's house. This is very important, and we need to go.
No, but you never I quickly scrolled through our conversations. You've never sent one
This is
emoji.
meant. Okay, first off,
Except
whatever.
Well, this one was
Second,
a typo.
this is really important. This is this is a mentor quest I'm on. Okay, I'm just trying to do a good job, and I need everyone to get there. And when Ren uses emojis, they always work.
Yeah, but he's Ren. He only sends emojis.
Okay.
Anyways,
well,
if you're okay, I'll be there. Can you just send me the address?
you were there.
I don't. I wasn't driving. I don't. Well, actually, how are we gonna get?
Yeah.
Can you
Nobody
come pick
has
us
the
up?
address.
Can you come pick us up?
I'm sure. Is there a backup? There's got to be another backup non-Aaron. Can I have a non-Aaron drive us? Can I have
Darren.
No,
Darren?
So you don't have anybody else. There is Aaron is the family driver. Usually, no one really takes it as most of their business is in the city, so it's fairly easy to share. Kind of like him as he kind of like just constantly makes circles around the city for whoever needs. But sometimes when your father does go on business trips with your mother or whoever, he is gone for a few days. But most of your family, like during those times, don't really need to leave the city. So it's never been kind of like the case where they needed a second driver.
Okay.
Unfortunately, you do not have another driver.
Carl, how do you? I have to call Carl. How do you get to your house?
Hello.
Well, I walk.
Okay, so hold on.
This
I'm
is
ringing
why
the
we
group
didn't
chat
ask.
now.
Carl.
I'm ringing the entire group chat. This is
Let's meet up, and I'll show you where to go.
Carl, it's gonna take us forever. It took us almost a whole day to get there via Aaron.
Yeah. Well, my parents, they dropped me off with the carriage, but then when I try to go back, I gotta walk.
Okay, wait, time out. I just have an idea. What spells do I have? I have Dimension Door. How many people can I take with me?
6, I believe.
That's crazy. Yeah.
Well, it's open for 6 seconds, I believe.
Okay.
No, it works like instantaneously, but it's still only 500 feet distance.
It's faster than walking.
I can't
I mean,
do
if
that
you want
math.
to cast
500
it multiple
feet.
times, go for it.
That'd be cool.
But yeah, I think you can only take potentially one person with you.
I'm gonna say one person that can be
If
small
I'm not
within 5 feet.
mistaken.
Okay.
We'll walk. It'll be fun.
Or Daniel can beam us there.
No. Wait, are we in the group chat? Or, like, I know
I
you said
group
you're
called.
going
I'm
to.
group
Okay,
calling.
Okay. Dan, are you there? Dan was saying that he can't beam us.
Wait, put
anymore.
Ori in the chat. Ori.
Wait, I hear someone talking. Wait, hello?
Ori not in the chat? Oh, probably not. I probably haven't added her. Fine, I'll add her.
I don't even know if I have a crystal.
If you don't have a crystal, Arabella's gonna get you a crystal. Well,
Yeah,
no,
I just-
Arabella's
like,
cut
I
off.
don't know.
Arabella can't get you a crystal.
You
I
got your
just-
I'll
bone
get you a
bone.
crystal.
Yeah, I just used Carl's.
I lost a crystal again. Oh no.
Whenever I'm at the local dumpster, that's
There's 17 crystals in this dumpster. What the fuck?
Keep losing them like teeth.
So everyone's in the group chat.
But yeah, Dan said no. He doesn't want to travel today.
Yeah, Dan.
We're not beaming, all right?
what's a beam?
It's when you
Oh, this.
smile.
I shoot a laser out of my fist.
Beaming.
You're still in the forest. There's like a few leaves that catch fire.
I did it. Dan, focus up.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. So what do we need to do? Where are we going? Someone said Carl's place.
What if there's some
Carl's
sort of
Jr.?
exchange of services for your beaming services?
Wait, would I know where Carl's house is?
I don't think you've ever been aside from the bowling.
I think Ori might have been with me maybe in our first year and stuff like that together. Maybe she would have gone up. You probably do actually know where it is, Ori, I would say.
You have a
We had
general idea,
sleepovers
yeah.
there, and you
remember.
walked there with me.
One of our classic long walks.
Yeah, they're pretty quiet.
Lanky.
That's how I like them.
Beams off limits.
So, you all need to make plans for this potential.
I've already started walking. Are we supposed to meet up?
Wait, why are we even going to? Can't we just meet somewhere closer?
Arabella
Yeah,
wanted
meet
another
Charles.
sleepover with
With
the bowling and to steal.
Sure, we
Ugh.
can make bowling somewhere, like lawn bowling.
Guys, I need to get
I
to
have a bowling
Carl's.
alley.
Are we on the phone still? Are we on the crystal?
You've been
Yeah,
acting
we were
weird.
just on the
Wait,
crystal.
this
We're
is the
talking
real
about
Arabella.
Yeah, but the way you're talking makes me think we're not. We're still
Oh,
on the
wait, yeah, it's
crystal
fine,
call.
it's fine, it's fine.
We're still the crystal call.
Are we all just in our respective rooms? I'm imagining like the 1990s throwback and a 2000 show, and with like 6 screens, and we're all just that's exactly what I'm imagining. We're all
We're
on
all
the
using-
phone talking to each other, but and then like Ori and Karl are like trying to figure out how to both speak into the crystal at the same time, and everyone else is like walking around the room twirling the non-existent wire. Sorry, I don't know. I just had to explain that. So
Makes sense.
Arabella's, I need to get to Carl's because I need to get into his parents' office, and this is very important for my mentor mission. So we need to get to Carl's.
Sounds like we need to get to Carl's, guys.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Wait, who added?
We could
I'm
pull
using
for a
Dan's
taxi.
crystal and
We
grabbed
could
it.
pull for a
Start
taxi
talking.
for the day if we have to.
What do you need to do?
A taxi? Yeah.
Guys, wait till you see the size
I
of
don't
these
have money
bones.
for a taxi. I'm still
Yeah, I
owing
don't
my
have
parents.
really.
Actually, I've heard that there are portal wizards, so we could portal there out of the city for a fee. But then we'd have to walk back.
Oh.
It's kind of the downfall of portal wizards. That's why they're not as expensive as, you'd have to book a return flight with a wizard, and then he's got to come with you, and then it's a whole escort fee, and we don't have the money for that.
Is there a spell that lets this happen? Can I just like learn a spell?
Mm.
I don't think.
If you have the right spell slot for it, go. for it.
Teleportation circle.
I mean, just
What
look
if
up.
we
Pretty sure
buy
it's
a
like-
carriage? How much is a carriage or like a horse or something?
One horse for 6 people.
To pull on a carriage? I don't know. I could pull 2.
Actually, if we all got skateboards,
Not a bad idea.
Yeah.
What?
Let's do that.
all right. But I'm riding the horse.
Wait.
This loser doesn't know how to skateboard. What's a skateboard again?
Yeah, what's a skateboard, Dad? Knocking the crystal.
Plank of wood with some wheels on it.
We can make that.
Yeah, we got plenty of wood around us right now.
Not that
Alright, let
many
me-
wheels. Can we make a history check or something? What kind of transportation systems does this town
Yeah,
have?
I mean, you don't even need like
bunch of poor.
you could either like as you said, like there are wizards that could teleport you to known teleportation circles. So if the destination had a teleportation circle, they could definitely send you there for a fee. You could rent a cart and a horse for a period of time to take you where you need to go. You could walk there, or you could teleport yourself, depending on your capabilities.
Well, I should look to teleport's a level 7 spell, so I feel like we should be able to.
It sounds like we're taking a hiking trip up to the
Well,
Homecraft Mansion.
I guess I could call the family coach. Like,
What?
No, they'll raise suspicions.
Let's just walk and we'll read our books every evening.
How long is walking gonna take?
We'll
reasonably?
spawn train. It'll be about a week.
I don't have that kind of time. All right, can we ask the principal?
It's not a week.
Walking, it would take about 2 days to get there, 2.5.
It took a whole day to drive there.
No, it took like 6 hours or something to drive there.
Yeah, like it wasn't the full day, but by the time you left, you got there. Yeah.
That's like
Right.
walking from Montreal to Toronto.
I am ultra sorry. I need the bathroom, so you guys continue. I'll let you guys choose, but I need the bathroom.
So we're not walking.
If you have to
No,
walk,
it'll
we'll
be a
walk. But
nice
Jesus,
walk.
2 days? No. And heels and
wait,
pumps?
wait,
Arabella will
wait.
die. All right, I'll be back.
Cover the phone. Ah!
Okay, not even because Montreal to Toronto would take 5 days.
That's what I'm saying. It's
Rush.
it's 5.5 hours driving,
True.
and it's 5 days walking.
But you are going like 100.
I'll remind you that these carts aren't going like 120, 140 like kilometers per hour either.
Are they going 50? Are they going half as fast?
Like,
'Cause then that's 2.5 days.
look,
They're magic carts, though.
Then I'm magic
You ever played
horses.
Magic cart?
The carts are magical. The horses are normal.
they're basically they go at the speed of a horse's canter,
How much horsepower?
We got
1 horsepower.
1 horsepower.
basically, just without a horse.
Shit.
I'll head to the exit that I know leads out of the city towards is there any like sort of stables around there?
Yeah.
Or yeah. I'll just walk in. Hello. Hello.
Hello. Yeah. How can I help?
yeah, my name is Karl Ormcroft.
Right.
I need to get to the Ormcroft estate. It's my parents' place.
Okay. Do you want to rent a horse
How much?
for one?
How much?
How long do you need it for?
I don't know. How much?
Are
The
you gonna pay
day.
for a day. Like, look, it's a gold piece a day for one horse.
And how much to buy a horse?
Well, then, what kind of horse do you want? Do you want like
One that'll get me that I can ride, and it'll take me there where I need to go, where I need it to take me.
Well, are we talking like a plow horse or more like a riding horse? Like top of
I
the
wanna
line,
ride it.
purebred? What are we going for here?
I want to ride it to take me to the.
Right. Okay, so I'm gathering from your knowledge that you want a good horse.
Yeah.
I'll sell you this fine steed, and you see that he kind of like slaps this like exquisite giant kind of like 17 hand horse, kind of sleek black mane and very, very like well brushed and like musculature and everything, like top of the line horse. Oh, 100 gold pieces.
Okay. It seems a little light.
The horse?
Yeah, I lift the horse.
It as you like go underneath it and like trying to lift it. How tall are you?
Like 3 feet tall.
That's like 17 hands. I don't know. Yeah, you can like basically just reach the stomach and like.
I want to lift it up by like the rump, basically, and like pick it.
Oh, it's gonna kick you.
Oh, I'll eat the kick.
Okay.
Because honestly, while this guy was talking, I wasn't understanding what he was saying, but I could feel the patronizing that was starting to come out of him. So I kind of got a little angry. I'll just say that right there.
Okay. So you take 6 bludgeoning damage as the horse just like kicks you in the chest, just like, and it does. Actually, roll me a strength check, saving throw, basically to attempt to prevent the prone.
I get advantage on those.
When you're raging.
No, but I told you I got a little angry.
Your rage is just getting a little angry.
Yeah, that's right, actually.
I'm so mad right now.
So my strength save was a 24.
All right, so you tank the kick, but it does kind of like stumble you a little bit, but you're not like knocked flat.
But can I lift it? Can I tank the kick and still lift it?
You look, you lifted it before it was kind of aware of what happened, but then as soon as you kind of like touch and like lift, that's when it like instinctively kicks out with its back leg and kind of like pushes you off a little bit because you weren't like grabbing it and like lifting, you were just kind of pushing it up a little bit. And like immediately it's like, cool, okay, look, stop. Don't touch the merchandise, please. If you haven't bought it yet, just it's not yours. Hands off, please. Don't go behind a horse and try and lift it.
Why?
It's just not good for it. And not good. I'm surprised you aren't like 10 feet away.
Listen, you know who the Ormcrofts are, yes?
Vaguely. They do some rock stuff, right? Mining.
Yeah, sometimes they need things. And so maybe you can supply things for them. If you give me a better deal, I'll talk about it. Besides, it's so light.
Why would someone like you know the Ormcrofts?
Because they're my parents.
Uh-huh. Sure. Roll me a persuasion.
Oh God.
With disadvantage.
Are we still on the group call? Do we hear all?
Karl, have you hung up?
No. Of course not.
If
I don't even know how.
Like, how are we gonna get this transportation?
He's buying a horse, but it's not going to carry all of us. Can't he just
Maybe
rent?
it's a really big horse.
It was only 1 gold to rent the carriage. Now he's talking about buying it for 100.
Persuasion.
1 gold to rent?
Yeah,
Rent
That's a
horse
5.
for the day.
Abort!
That's 100 days of renting a horse.
That's a 5.
Okay. Yeah, he doesn't believe you at all. It's like, look, kid, if you're gonna waste my time, please just leave. I have work to do.
And then I pull out this bag of gold and I start like pouring some into my hand. 100 gold, eh?
Yeah.
Just Red screaming on the other line. Dad, who's gonna feed the horse? Where are we gonna keep it? Don't buy it.
Something's telling me. It's almost like it's
because chat just said
something
no, Dan.
screaming not to purchase the horse.
Look. Do you want it?
I'll rent 6 of them. I'll need them for about 3 days.
All right. But it's interest if you don't get them back in 3 days.
Okay, here I'll give him. I just give him like 20 gold pieces.
Well, it's 6 for 3 days, so it's a gold each. So it's 6 for times 3, 18.
This is for the horse kicking me in the chest. I didn't mean to scare your horse. I hope I didn't hurt its foot with my chest.
He kind of like looks at the hoof. You're okay this time.
I take 1 gold back.
He's already pocketed that. Like it's gone.
You're good luck trying to get the interest from me. I think to myself.
Are you aware of the concept of interest?
No.
So
I think he means like I'm going to be interested in anything that he has to say, and it's not. I'm just like, no, that's not good.
So he begins preparing 6 horses, and all of you who haven't hung up from the group chat are aware that Karl has just rented 6 horses.
Seems like it's solved. I'll meet you all at the stable.
As you all make plans to potentially meet up at the stables with whatever provisions you might need for the next little bit of travel, we're going to call it there for the night.
Beautiful.
Thank you all so much for going along with us in this journey through a little high school drama that is Aglarond High. And you can find us, as usual, on all the social medias, YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok even.
Are we threading yet? Are we threading?
We're threading, boys.
We're not threading yet, and no one's invited us to Blue Sky Social, so...
What the fuck is that?
And if you need to catch up on any other older sessions of all our previous campaigns or of Aglarond, it's been posted up onto YouTube as we go.
Are we going to be international?
And with that, without further ado, thank you all. Have a good night. We are Hexagons. Thanks a lot.
Bye-bye.
See you guys.
Bye-bye. Hexa, bye-bye.
Hexa, bye-bye.
Bye-bye, everyone.
Don't buy a horse. What the fuck is going on? Why isn't it working?
Bye.